Sergston.
I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. His pure spirit, sing along. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. Pure spirit, we are light, we are light, we are love, we are joy, we are peace, we are wisdom, and beautiful harmony. Pure spirit.
Left side. And if you'll please stand and we'll read this together. And again, I'd like you, if you can, to read it with a smile. Here we go. I believe in one power, one living spirit, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. I believe that spirit expresses through me and is the unity of all life. I believe that the kingdom of heaven is within, and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. I believe that all thought is creative, and that how I choose to think creates my personal experience. I believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and this goal is sure to be attained by all. I believe in eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and eternal givingness of life to all. Please be seated. And now is time for our Ho'oponopono meditation. And those words again are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And let's say that together. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. We'll have 2 minutes of silence. now I'd like to invite our practitioner of the day, Marina Shoup, and she will be doing the information flames and spiritual mind treatment, and Judy St. Clair will be our candle lamp.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming. We're streaming. It worked. Yay.
All right. There we go.
Aft. The affirmation for the day. Walking in sunshine opens my day to great and wonderful things. Why don't you repeat after me a couple times? Walking in sunshine opens my day to great and wonderful things. It's in the program if you need help. I do. Walking in sunshine opens my day to great and wonderful things. Thank you. Flames of Faith, there she is. We perform this ceremony on Sunday to promote the universal consciousness of life, that all peoples and all faiths, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle of the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God, a highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, honoring all forms of new thought, embracing the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Judy gets in position to light the healing candle, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. Just a picture somewhere. Thank you, Judy. I invite you all to close your eyes if you want, or just go in. There is one life, often zigzaggy, sometimes silly, and always potent. This is my life, and this life is God. I take great joy in knowing that I'm one with all that there is. It's actually quite a relief. You all, the desert sky, jackrabbits, and breath itself. What I know for myself, I know for all those here and those connected to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living. In this time of transition, I am open to changing the way I think. I am willing to be surprised. I am willing to be surprised. What I do know is love is all there is. I commit myself to loving those I know, those I don't, the easy turns in my life, and my own discomfort and grief. I appreciate this leap in consciousness. Love is power. fuels me and is the great healer of any tear in my world, in my heart. Love is my way into compassion and through any fear. As I cultivate love, my relationship, my sense of being one with all that there is grows crazy strong. I am the peace of revolutionary love. I am the peace of revolutionary love. I'm so grateful for this life, this community, our space here. The High Desert Center for Spiritual Living is precious to me, and I'm so thankful we are all here. I release my word into the law of action, knowing that as I do so without a doubt, it is done. And join me by saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Maureen. Thank you. And now we have a gift of music by our own piano player, Chris Ernston. Let's give it a
is our time for our message, and our topic today is revolutionary love.
Please welcome our guest speakers, our practitioner emerituses, Judy St. Clair and Frank St. Clair.
In the bookstore, we will use this as a guide for the topics for each speaker on each month and week of the month. It is a topical guide intended to create a sacred space for your reflections on talks, meditations, gratitude, goals, and more. A practical guide to achieving a more joyful, peaceful, and integrated life. For 2021, our yearly theme as an organization is Timeless Wisdom and Evolutionary Vision. The theme for May is Whole Holy Love. Last week, we were talking on the topic of this adventure called life. But this week, week 2, the topic is Revolutionary Love, on Mother's Day no less. An intended irony, I'm not sure. Who thinks this stuff up anyway? Well, you need to know that this particular book was all worked out over a year ago in advance. Notice how shocking and timely the relevant topic this is to events around us and within us, including our church community today. 2020 was a year of real challenges and change. It's exhausting. 2021, yep, it's like more of the same. Very heady stuff, this rebirth transformation. What is this journey of wisdom upon which our spiritual leaders are asking us to embark? CSL invites us each to educate, contemplate, evaluate these ideas as we digest with our emotions, our fears, and thoughts. And we're to do it all with love. So what is this journey? These words sound pretty high-minded and high-toned. I mean, what stretch of the mind and body and emotions were they anticipating in this rebirth and transformation? What were they thinking, challenging me, calling me to this well of education, wisdom, revelation, insight, personal transformation, and maybe even action? Catching our breath this year has been a huge challenge enough for anybody. Catching my breath is still challenging at the best of times and in these moments today. We all at some time have felt ourselves suffocating in this last year. And maybe, hopefully not, but maybe even now. So I would ask you to join me. We're going to take a breath. I want you to breathe in really deep, and we're going to let it out. We'll do this several times. If you join me, please. Breathe in, and let it all out. Breathe in again. And release it again. Breathe in once more. And let it go to let God. This week, CSL offers the book See No Stranger by Valerie Kaur. It is a challenging and insightful book for our rapidly changing times. A perspective on rebirthing. On Mother's Day? Kaur asks us, the future is dark, but what if this darkness is not our tomb, but rather is dark like a womb, a place of rebirth? Like a womb? What a question. I invite each of us to read this book or to at least look at the book review online. It is an amazing discussion. Very challenging and insightful, to be sure, just as our times are. It's still an amazing book. God says, today's turmoil is like giving birth. So I'll paraphrase her words here. Love is more than a feeling. Love is a form of sweet labor, fierce determination, sometimes messy, often imperfect, but rebirth is always life-giving. This is a choice that we make daily over and over again. Revolutionary love is a choice to enter into the wonder and joy of life. Joy is a gift of life. Wonder refreshes us even when we are beyond our limits. Love empowers us to move forward. So how do we breathe in these tough times? How can we move forward in our daily lives with so much confusion and turmoil? Hard enough just to keep our heads above water some days. In the science of mind teaching, our spiritual practices of education, contemplation, meditation, reflection, and prayer are there to comfort us and to guide us daily when we do our work in living our best lives. I'll remind you back to our founder, Ernst Holmes, and I'll paraphrase his words. The spiral of life is upward. Evolution carries us forward, not backward. Eternal and progressive expansion is Spirit's, God's law. Our evolution is the result of an unfolding of consciousness of that which already exists in the mind and spirit and needs but to be released to become fact in our daily lives. Our center is beginning a journey of transformation in spiritual leadership. The CSL Field Services Department and staff and representatives will guide us through this process along with this journal. With patience, wisdom, inspiration, and gratitude, forgiveness, and love, we will move forward into our choice of future. We give rebirth in our community and our center as we breathe. So it is.
Frank said revolutionary love. That's a lot. Revolutionary means rotating, revolving. Excuse me. A cycle of successive events or changes. We sure have had that, haven't we? That's a quote from Reader's Digest Dictionary. It's a big about so thick. Tell me, how do you feel? How are you doing with the unbelievable changes we've been going through this past year? As for me, I've been rocked a few times, more than a few. Not only with COVID-19, but last summer when we took a class with the Home Office regarding me and white supremacy. I don't know how many of you did. I know some of you did take that class. How people react to, talk to, or talk about not only others around them, but people that are different from them. I've got to tell you that it was really tough for me. I took the class so that I would relate to others and see what I was missing. Boy, was I in for a shock. I truly did not think that people thought the way they do in other parts of this country. Then the class had us go deep within ourselves, with our own upbringing. Where do we get our opinions and our ideas? Where did your ideas come from that you've had from a child? I came to realize that I was raised by a mixed-view family. I had one parent that was very loving and caring and took everybody in. The other parent was very prejudiced. I realized I had to correct some of my thinking and be sure that I was not a part of that prejudicial thinking and action. I have shared with you that having challenging relationships in your lives, you need to love until you change your perspective of that situation or people, or that they move somewhere else. A number of you know I've talked to you about taking the pink rose petals and tipping them back and sprinkling them over the top of the people and loving them while you're doing that. And no, you can't hit them with the basket. Always have to have that, no matter how irritating the person is. We love them where they are as they are. And at the same time, we also love ourselves. Then I release it and move on knowing that we are both better. And whether I move or they move or we shift our thinkings of one another, we improve who and what we are. Revolutionary love. We can do it. Don't jump on yourself that you're not good enough. You are. You don't need to be better than anyone else. You need to be a better you. We have really gone through a lot in this center. We're going to go through some more stuff. It's okay. We're going to come out okay. It's all right. Breathe. Some of you have received from me this year one word: breathe. Keep breathing. If it gets anxious, if things aren't okay, we take a deep breath and breathe, just like Frank showed us. Take a deep breath. And you'd be surprised, taking that just a few seconds to do that, a lot of things can change. We can have a positive, great, wonderful day. But we are strong and loving, and we are family. Look around you. Literally, look around you. Don't just look at me, look around you. This is your family. Not just me. Yeah, wave. Hi, everybody. You're my family. Whether you like it or not, I'm taking you in. They are your root. They are your revolutionary love that you can have at any moment when you think about them. Love them. Whenever you need support, it's just a phone call away. Call one of your practitioners. They'd love to hear from you. And we've taken calls at all times of the day. Call me anyway if it's the dinner time. I don't care. If you need one of us to talk to you, we're there. And by the way, welcome home. And as they say in the mid-1500s, may God give you good day.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Frank. That was wonderful. We really appreciate you. One more time, please. For Judy. Now is our time of offertory. And as you can see, the basket is actually in the back of the room. So what we're going to ask you to do is, as you leave, you will place your offering in the basket. Just for your information, and I don't know, where or how you'll know this, but we really do depend on your tithing. And just know that your tithing, the word tithing means 10. It's you get back 10. If you give 10%, you get 10-fold back. That's the law of tithing. So please give from your heart, but give so that we can keep this center going. You are the family that does that. And those out there in streaming land, you too can give. We have the Give Plus app that you can use. Also, don't forget that on our website, the hi-desertcsl.org, there is the donate button down at the bottom. It's a little red button. You're welcome to donate there. You can always write a check and mail it to the center. The address is on your program, and the phone number is on the program if you need to call the center to see if anyone's here, if you want to bring it during the week. We really appreciate that. So as we go forward, Chris is going to play now our song for the offertory, God is my source.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Thank you, Chris. All right, so this is the end of our program, and I'm going to ask my practitioners to come. If they can come up and stand up here with me if they'd like, and just let us repeat while they're making their way up here our affirmation again. It's in your program. Walking in sunshine opens my day to great and wonderful things. One more time. Walking in sunshine opens my day to great and wonderful things. So let's close our eyes and grateful to have this center and to have you as my family. And I'm grateful for these practitioners who are here to serve. We are there for you because we love you. So I give great thanks, knowing that this and so much more is the truth of our being. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I know this word goes forth together we say, and so it is. And now Chris is going to lead us, and God makes me want to sing. Let's all stand.